All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. I appreciate the love, support, man. Appreciate everything, man. Just keep sharing the videos. The best way that can help. But I heard some talks that the Denver Broncos could be interested in Cam Newton. I guess at the trade deadline, there's really been no indications that Carolina is willing to move him. But at the end of the day, Kyle Allen is like, 4-0? I think they may be going to the bye week. I'm a little ignorant to that right now. So Denver need a quarterback. John Elway can't evaluate quarterbacks. They drafted Osweiler, Paxton Lynch, who I thought would be pretty good in college. Osweiler, he retired last year. He retired the other day. They just drafted Drew Lock. He got injured. He looked pretty good out of Missouri. At least at Missouri he did. I don't know where he ended up going, but he got injured like right away. And then he didn't want to sign his rookie deal. I don't know what the problem was, but he was a second round pick, acting like he was the number one pick. And that's what John Elway do. You know, he get veteran quarterbacks. Peyton Manning, Joe Flacco ain't working. They lost last night to the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe they ended up losing. And now I heard the fire sale could be back on in Denver, but it could be a situation where they may be looking for a quarterback. Cam Newton should be available if I'm Carolina. I would not start Cam Newton when he came back. Cam Newton is nowhere near 100%. If it ain't the foot, it's the shoulder. Cam Newton, in actuality, I know he's trying to save his job, but they drafted a guy, a hometown guy, Real Greer, in the middle rounds. You know what I'm saying? They was anticipating you was not going to play this year. That was what was the talk after the shoulder injury last year. Cam should have cut his losses. Cam should have set the year out, let his body heal up, and then went on from there. And if it's, going to Denver or going to wherever else they may need your services at, it is what it is. You got to put your health before your career sometimes. And Cam Newton tried to rush back. He said his injury was worse than what he told the coaches. He trying to save his job, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's always, Randall Cunningham ended up switching teams, and, Joe Montana at the end of his career ended up switching teams. So it happens to, former MVP or MVP caliber quarterbacks. In this day and age, you can't just do 10, 12, 15 years in a spot. You can't be Tom Brady. Sometimes you got to be Montana and switch it up. But for Denver, would be a good move. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll have to wait till next year to see if Cam Newton is truly healthy. I would give him a rehab year. Just tell him, take the year off in the offseason. We'll get to working, and we'll get to, you just break down the playbook, and we get to working in the offseason. But it might be an issue that, John Elway might not be there. So that's going to have to be an organizational decision they make. But for Cam, I think it's a good fit. It's a little cold up there in Denver, but it's a good city. Sanders, Sutton. Sanders and Sutton, they might be two of the best receivers he ever had. Phillip Lindsay, good running back. He ain't Christian McCaffrey, but he can kind of do some things he can do. Noah Fant can grow into the tight end he needed to grow into, and then that defense behind him. I think if Cam still can play, that can work out up there. But I don't think Cam's gonna be in Carolina past this year. I think this year is his last year of guaranteed money, and with Kyle Allen playing, I wouldn't. If I'm Carolina, I wouldn't replace Kyle Allen. I wouldn't replace Cam Newton with Kyle Allen at this point. Ain't no point to mess up the team momentum. Even if Kyle Allen have a shaky moment, unless it's like a Nathan Peterman game where he throw like 4, 5, 6 picks or something like that, man. I just wouldn't replace him. He seemed like he got some talent. And obviously, as you go on in the year, and then if he go in next year, remember they drafted Real Greer as well too. Teams will try to figure him out. You see that happening with a few quarterbacks this year. People saying, they figuring Patrick Mahomes out. It ain't that they figuring Patrick Mahomes out. He's still throwing outstanding numbers. He don't have a team around him. You know what I'm saying? He got injuries, and then the defense can't stop nobody. So what they doing? They playing ball control. when you play ball control, that takes any quarterback out their rhythm. And it limits the time of possession, the opportunities you have to score the ball. So them, putting up 3, 4, 5 touchdowns in the quarter, team said, let's slow this shit down. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the passing game, and they just chopping them up. They're not trying to go big play for big play with them, but it's another story for another day. But, yeah, I would just say Cam Newton be done in Carolina if it was up to me. Cam Newton done. There. He should just let his body work. He might have to take another full year off. You know what I'm saying? All the punishment he took, just like Andrew Luck took all that punishment, running over linebackers and stuff. You can't play the game like that. Because when you get older, when legs slow down, you can run a little bit, but you got to learn to play the game from the pocket. But once again, Carolina ain't really surrounded Cam Newton with that top-tier talent. You know what I'm saying? He got DJ Moore, Curtis Samuels, Greg Olsen, a little older, Christian McCaffrey balling. But really, he made it to the Super Bowl. His best receiver was Jericho Cotchery and Ted Ginn. And then Greg Olsen was still an older guy. I think his better days was like in Chicago or something. But that's what he made it with. But once again, he inaccurate. He's inaccurate to begin with. The ball always came out a little bit high. Now his shoulder hurt. Now he really inaccurate. So, yeah, I would ride with Kyle Allen. Cam need to get healthy. If they want to keep Cam past this year and let him get healthy and see what they got next year, then do it. But if not, if Denver want to make a deal at the trade deadline, this might be one of the more active NFL trade deadline. Why not do it, man? But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. One time for the one time we gone.